Aladdin. This is the live action remake of Aladdin. A lot of people, this is one of their favorite Disney animated movies, so I could see why people were very hesitant but slash excited for this remake, depending on how you felt about the previous remakes. I don't even know how many Disney's done at this point, but they're on a roll, especially money-wise, with these remakes. For me, I've really liked A Jungle Book. Beauty and the Beast was pretty good, and my favorite so far had been Pete's Dragon. Cinderella was pretty good too. The ones I didn't like, Dumbo was not very good. Maleficent was okay. None have really blown me away, but none have really stunk real bad either. I never really saw the Alice in Wonderlands. So I was kind of going into this pretty open-minded because I don't really love Aladdin. I enjoy it, but it's not like my, top 5 Disney classics. I mean, for me, Lion King and Mulan and Hercules even are up there for me past Aladdin. So I went into this open-handed. You got to go into this movie. Robin Williams is not with us anymore. So don't go in here thinking that Will Smith is going to be doing like a Robin Williams impression. It's not. Go in knowing that Will Smith is the genie in this movie. Go in knowing that they're not going to change a whole lot. They change a few things. They add some things. Jasmine's character has a lot more to do in this movie, I feel like. Because to me in the classic she was kind of just there. She didn't want to get married, and then after a carpet ride she's ready to go. And this one I felt like she had a lot more to do, and it felt like a very modern 2019 version of Aladdin. The music is fantastic. I'm going to look and see. I don't want to mess these names up. Minna Masad and Naomi Scott play Aladdin and Jasmine. They're great. Their singing's really good. Naomi Scott, really, when she starts singing, she kind of blows everybody else out of the water. You can tell that she has singing in her background. She's really good. The only new song is Naomi Scott's song, and like I said, it has to kind of do with her new storyline, so I felt like it really fit, and it was a really cool song. Will Smith sings several songs in this, and I think he's really good. He puts his own twist on it. Really, Will Smith in this movie felt like classic 90s Will Smith, and his banter and relationship with Aladdin is really, really funny. There is a pretty long scene in the middle of the movie that just like had me gut busting laughing, and I would say that's the highlight. Once the genie shows up, it's really funny. But I loved all the music, and for a non-Aladdin person like me, this is now my favorite of the live action movies so far. I feel like they did a really good job because, like I said, Aladdin's not that big to me. I like the way they did this movie because they really kept to the story. They kept all the songs, and they changed it up to kind of modernize it. And they didn't just go like crazy like with Dumbo. It felt more like Beauty and the Beast. See, Beauty and the Beast is another one that I don't really love, but I like how that model they do just change a little bit. It looks like Lion King's gonna have that same kind of thing, have most of the songs. The thing I'm worried about is Mulan is my favorite Disney classic that they're doing next year, and I have a feeling they're not gonna stick to this formula. I hope they do, because I would love for them to keep the songs, keep Mushu, keep the main storyline, just change it a little bit, just tweak it a little bit, because like I said, this was probably my favorite live action adaptation so far. I've been singing the songs all day today. I want to get this on Blu-ray. I would probably even go see this again in theaters if I had time, if I wasn't so backlogged on all my movies. So I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna I would say if I was gonna nitpick it, it takes a while to get going. It was a good 40-45 minutes before the genie even really shows up. This is a longer movie. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes. I think the first one's like an hour and 20 something minutes, the animated. So they've added some stuff. It starts towards the end. At the beginning, it feels like, oh my gosh, they're running through the story really quick. But I like the little twist they put on it, and I don't mind a long movie, but if you don't like a long movie and you want to get right into it, you might have a problem with the beginning of the film. But for me, I was along for the ride, laughing, singing the music, having a good time. So I enjoyed it. It's acted really well too. I don't know if I said that, but everybody's like really, really good in this. All the animation and everything looks good. Even CGI Will Smith didn't even bother me. So I thought everything looked cool, and I'm gonna give Aladdin, the 2019 version, a 4.5 out of 5.